I would say yes, that there are scientific explanations as to why we judge. Studies with fMRIs by neuroscientists have determined that our brain is a great organizer that it is. From our earliest days, when we're an infant, when in specific environments that are culturally specific, we start to learn the things that are specific to the culture. And it's kind of likened to walking onto a field of tall grass that's never been walked by anyone. And the first pass that we travel throughout the grass, it's a very faint path that starts to develop. But the more that we go through the path becomes more pronounced, and then eventually it becomes permanent. That's kind of the same way that our brain develops neuronically. First, I would say that you're correct. Once our brain has forged a neuronal pathway, information that we receive that's similar, it will follow that pathway. However, if we receive new information that's contrary to the pathway that's already laying, our brain will start to develop a new pathway. And the more information that we receive that reinforces the new pathway, our brain will allow a new neuronal pathway. And eventually, what it will do is it will have two pathways that would allow us to choose, which introduces us sometimes into our thinking. Sometimes it's like this, but sometimes it can be like this. And with that framework, it's easy for us to change and redirect our prejudices, our judgments. I would say, because our brain, again, as I said, is a great organizer, and it's gravitated towards sameness. Within any second, we are bombarded. Our brain is bombarded with so much data that it has to reject some of the things and quickly be able to store it away. So I would say yes. I would say once we're able to overcome or introduce it, sometimes our brain will move on, just because it has little files and little boxes that it's trying to organize all of this influx of data that we're receiving. I think, yeah, I think once we are aware that we actually have these behaviors, then we can start to redirect our own neural pathways. Yeah, I would say yes. I would say that, say for instance, if we have determined that we have a preference for one group or another, what we can do is, being aware of that allows us to make a decision whether that, if we determine that that's inappropriate, then we can make changes on our own. My pleasure.
Bye.
Bye.